Hi and Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 2H. We'd like to share to all of you about momentum.
Momentum is a physics term that refers to the quantity of motion that an object has. Have you realized in the beginning of the video we mentioned about the phrase mass in motion? So what does the phrase mass in motion means? And how does the phrase relates to momentum? We all know all objects have mass. So if the object is moving, it means it has momentum. This also means that the object has its mass in motion. We can calculate the amount of momentum using two different variables. First, how fast the object is moving, and second, how much the object. In terms of equation, the momentum of an object equals to the mass of an object times the velocity of the object. Thus, this equation equals to E equals to mv.
So, what is collision? Collision is an event where momentum or kinetic energy is transferred from one object to another. In another way, Newton's third law may give us more understanding in collisions, whereas it tells us that there is an equal and opposite reaction when one object exerts a force on another object. There are two types of collisions, which are elastic collision and inelastic collision. In an elastic collision, both momentum and kinetic energy are conserved. We could find that almost no energy is lost to heat, sound, or even deformation. To make it more clear, an example like when a rubber ball deforms, it then quickly bounces back to its former shape and transfers almost all the kinetic energy to another ball. The total kinetic energy before the collision is equal to the total kinetic energy after the collision. In other words, an elastic collision is a collision in which the total system kinetic energy are conserved. Besides, another type of collision, which is an inelastic collision, occurs when there are two objects collide but do not bounce away from one to another. Or else we could say that it is a perfectly inelastic collision. In this situation, the objects will stick together after the collision. The momentum is conserved in this inelastic collision as the momentum is equal before and after the collision. Meanwhile, some of the kinetic energy is lost and converted to other types of energy such as heat and sound.
Next, I am going to show you three examples of momentum in real life. A karate player can break a pile of tiles on a plank of wood with a single blow of their hand. This is because a karate player strikes the pile of tiles on the plank of wood with their hand very quickly. In doing so, the large momentum of the hand that is moving fast is reduced to zero in a very short time. This exerts a very large force on the pile of tiles on the plank of wood, which is sufficient to break them apart. Road accidents at high speeds causes much more impact than accidents at low speeds. This occurs because the momentum of vehicles moving at high speeds is very high and causes a lot of damage to the vehicles, and passengers in the vehicles sustain worse injuries during the collision than accidents at low speed. Lastly, two rugby players of equal mass are traveling towards each other. One is moving at 6 meters per second and the other at 9 meters per second. The one moving with the faster velocity has a greater momentum and will knock the other one backwards.